a music artist, and a writer, and so his plans this fall are to work on a game that he's making and will hopefully be released soon. He's even making some OSTSs and official soundtracks for the game. I'd like to make a shout out to my mom, he says, and to Ms. Kurtz for teaching him how to say blueberry pie in a good way, which if anyone knows what it is, it's one of the longest words to string together. And he can do it.
He's completed his math distinction certificate. Just
He enjoyed his time playing basketball, being an Owasso champ, and has fond memories of singing "I Was Your Man" a cappella on the bus after the speaker died. He claims to be a senior assassin regional champion, and he's achieved his art certificate. Stevie knows all. Stevie will be returning to DHS this fall to continue her studies and plans eventually to head to university to learn more about the film and acting industry. Stevie would like to make a shout out to Mr. Graham for giving her and everyone a safe space, a listening ear, and just being a stand-up guy. She wants to shout out to Ms. Rock for being a tough but very fair and enlightening teacher. I just want to thank you for making me more media literate and being logical as well as justified. She says to her grade 8 teacher, Mrs. Allen, thank you. Her class was the best thing that ever happened to her. And a final thank you to all of her teachers and friends that helped her become the person she is today, and the person she has not yet become. She is made honorable and has achieved her arts honor certificate. Dustin Austin. Dustin plans to return to DHS to continue his studies. He is proud of all the work he has gotten done, especially all of his great art pieces. Dustin's an amazing artist. He'd like to make a shout out to Connor and Haiti for helping him this year, and says to Mr. Curry, he's giving Mr. Curry a shout out because Mr. Curry said to him. He is receiving the DHS Guidance Counselors Award. Abram Owen. Abram is happy to be graduating today, and he says one of his best memories from high school is when he got to go to Ottawa and Montreal on a school trip. He'd like to make a shout out to his co-workers, especially Rachel. He's achieved honor roll status as an Ontario Scholar and has completed his technical honors certificate. Damon Owen. Damon said he was proud to have graduated today. He says this fall he's going to be working to make money for college. Some of his favorite memories were on the late night bus rides coming back from an away game. And he'd like to make a shout out to all of his workers from the K-Over. Aiden Palmer. To be an ultrasound technician. One of her favorite memories from high school was the 2025 trip to Europe that she was able to make with her friends. She would like to thank her family for endlessly supporting her, to her friends for keeping her sane, and to her teachers for showing her all that she is capable of. She'd like to make a special shout out to her parents and her siblings, Ariana and Karsten, for giving her reasons to come home after college. She has completed her Red Seal diploma with a specialist high skills major in health and wellness. She's an Ontario Scholar. She has made an honor roll. She's completed her OEAP certificate. She's receiving the Canadian Office of Professional Employees Union bursary, the City of Dryden and Willard Community Scholarship, the Dryden Regional Health Centre Employee bursary, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers bursary. She's completed her Science Honors Certificate and her Math Honors Certificate. Clifford Paris. One of his favorite memories is his legendary Hoops for Heart team Clifford and the Sunshines. He would like to make a shout out to Mr. Jason Stevenson for always believing in him, for his love for unconditional love and support, and Gordon French and Lauren Gamble for being amazing friends through good and bad times. Michael is proud to be graduating today. He has fun memories of making metal art in the workshop and going on a trip with the Kobe group. We'd like to make a special shout out to his parents who have done everything to make sure he could graduate from high school. He has achieved his art certificate and his First Nations and Métis Inuit education certificate. Alice Parker. Alice is happy to be graduating today. This fall she will be moving to Winnipeg and attending the University of Winnipeg to study pre-law with the goal of becoming a criminal defense attorney. She says one of her favorite memories is taking the Ojibwe with Ms. Kurtz. She's an Ontario Scholar and she has made honor roll. She's completed her art favorite memories must be the pep rallies, the 2026 color walk, going to sports games with her parents and her friends. She'd like to make a shout out to her parents, her family, and her friends, and being so patient with me during the hard times, and for always be willing to help whenever possible. I love you all. She has completed a Red Seal diploma with a specialized skills major in health and wellness. She's an Ontario scholar and has made an honor roll. She is receiving the grad3of4 bursary. She's achieved her science honors certificate, her math honors certificate, and her hairstyling and aesthetics certificate. Raymond Powell. Rainer is happy to be graduating today. He says he will miss his football teammates and coaches, and I'm pretty sure they're going to miss him. He might occasionally miss wondering when practice will be over, when it was cold, or when his teammates complained about doing sprints. He says he'd like to make a shout out to Coach Wilkins for telling him to go to class so that admit does not nag him about it. He has achieved his OEAP certificate. Abby Creed. This fall, Abby is heading to Lakehead University to study mathematics in the concurrent education program. She would like one day to return to DHS to teach math. She would like to thank Ms. Hashizaki for letting her spend all of her time in her classroom, and to Mrs. Karen for supporting her math career. She has completed her Red Seal with a specialized skills major in health and wellness. She's an Ontario scholar. She's made honor roll. She's completed her OEAP certificate. She's receiving the grad3of4 post-secondary studies scholarship, the KBDSB Entering University Award. She's achieved her math distinction certificate, and she's receiving the University of Manitoba Challenge Centennial Entrance Scholarship. One of his long-term goals is to become a member of the OPP. Some of his favorite memories are time spent in Miss Palermo's law class, spending time in the library with his friends, and time playing volleyball. He would like to make a shout out to his parents and to his sister Tiana, and he has made an honor roll. Isabel Rivas. This fall, Lizzie will be taking her amazing art skills to Lakehead University, where she will be pursuing a fine arts degree. She's proud of the large mural she painted for DHS to use, and looks back at all the memories she has made with her friends. If you see her artwork, buy it now before she's famous as well. She'd like to thank Ms. Palermo for supporting her through her art journey at DHS, to Haley Bang, the girl I met in kindergarten, for being the most amazing best friend of all of these years. For her mom being my rock and supporting me, my grandparents for loving us unconditionally, and to Mrs. Lucha for being an amazing librarian and helping her these last 4 years. She is an Ontario scholar. She's receiving the Driving Artists Association bursary, the Norman F. Macaulay Memorial bursary, and the Unifor Local Healthcare bursary. Izzy Haley's crying up front. You can't see her, but Ethan Rohde. Ethan is happy to be graduating today, and he says this fall he plans to return to Florida to play hockey for his third and final year as a Thistle. He'd like to make a shout out to his parents, his big brother, all of his friends, and to Ms. LaRock and Mrs. Verioki for helping me and pushing me to be the best I can, and finally to his beautiful girlfriend. He has also made an honor roll. Davin Ragosa. He is proud to be graduating today. He says some of his best memories are meeting some cool cats during his time at DHS. He would like to make a shout out to Mr. Curry. He's got his Red Seal diploma with a specialist high skills major in construction. He's an Ontario scholar. He's made an honor roll and has achieved his technical honor certificate. Katie Sapay. Katie's happy to be graduating today and says her long-term goal is to play hockey as long as she can and eventually become a teacher. One of her favorite memories is going to offside in grade 9 for hockey. She'd like to make a shout out to her parents for supporting her, to Coach grad3of4 for being a sick beauty, to her best friend Kira for staying real, and to her amazing boyfriend Lucas Granger. She's achieved her Red Seal diploma and specialist high skills major in health and wellness. She's an Ontario scholar. She's made honor roll and has her OEAP certificate. Jessica. This fall, Jess plans to return to DHS to continue her studies and hopes to go to OSSA for hockey. Her long-term goals are to become an X-ray technician, and she'd like to make a shout out to all of her coaches from over the years, Ms. LeBreau, Mr. Still, Tara, Mr. Rudy, Jess Carter, and many more. She's achieved her Red Seal diploma with a specialist high school He looks back on fond memories of playing hockey and football as an Eagle, and for being recognized as most improved in football. He is an Ontario Scholar, he's made honor roll, and has achieved his technical honor certificate. Ariana Smeltzer, there's a lot to read on this one. This fall, Ariana will be attending St. Lawrence College in Kingston to study medical laboratory sciences. She looks back with fond memories of her DHS Europe trip and especially getting to see Paris with her best friend. She'd like to thank her mom for always showing up and supporting her in and outside the classroom, as well as the Dryden Regional Health Center lab team for helping her discover her passion for lab work. Now, big list here. She's got her Red Seal diploma with a specialist high skills major in health and wellness. She's an Ontario Scholar. She's made honor roll. She is receiving the Dryden Cadet Club bursary, the Dryden Alliance Club Service bursary, the Dryden Regional Health Center Board of Directors Scholarship, the Dryden Regional Health Services Foundation Scholarship, the Dryden Rotary Charity Foundation Service Club Self Scholarship, the Dryden Farm Canada Post-Secondary Studies Scholarship, the Dryden Minor Hockey Association Rhonda Sviatkovich Memorial Bursary, the Northern IGA Pharmacy Bursary, and the Unifor Local 324 Healthcare Bursary. She's completed her math honors certificate and her French immersion certificate. Emily Smith. This fall, Emily is heading to Lakehead University to study a Bachelor in Applied Life Sciences and eventually continue her education to become a doctor. She says she'd like to thank her parents for supporting all of her indecisive career options and to all of her teachers for putting up with her constantly napping and late assignments. She's completed her Red Seal with a specialist high skills major in health and wellness. She is an Ontario Scholar. She's achieved honor roll. She is receiving the Dryden Medical Association bursary, the Vermilion Bay Co-op bursary. She has achieved her Science Honors Certificate and her Math Honors Certificate. Karsten Smith. Karsten is not going to be graduating today, and he says this fall he will be working full-time at basic machining. He has fond memories of his time playing Eagles football at DHS. He'd like to make a shout out to his grandpa, Dave McGoggey. He has achieved his Red Seal diploma with a specialist high skills major in manufacturing. He has his OEAP certificate. He's receiving the Miller Northwest bursary, the Ontario English Catholic Teachers Association bursary, and a Basic Machining Limited bursary, and he's completed his technical honors certificate. Jack Spence. Jack is happy to be graduating today, receiving his diploma, graduating with his class. They are by his side from the start, and his friends Bryson, Mia, Asher, and Jake. He has completed his technical certificate. Adeline Tate. Adeline is proud to have graduated today and says her plans are to head to Confederation College to study advocacy and eventually become an Indigenous advocate and work in her home community. She has fond memories of hanging out with her friends in the library, taking photo shoots with her best friend, and she's proud of all the art she has created and has had displayed in the DHS art shows. She would like to acknowledge her parents' support and of her friends to make high school worth going to. She's an Ontario Scholar, has made honor roll, she is receiving the KPDSB Entering the College Award, and has completed her technical honors certificate. Robin Tetra. Robin is happy to be graduating today and getting out of here. She hopes to travel and see the world. She would like to thank Katie Lang and says she is the only reason she made it. She has completed her Red Seal diploma with a specialist high skills major in manufacturing. She's made honor roll. She has her OEAP certificate and her technical certificate. Ireland Tilly. Ireland is happy to be graduating from DHS today. She looks back her time at DHS and has fond memories of going on a canoe trip with her friends and of fishing a wooden skid steer toy she made in construction class. She hopes to head out on a long trip somewhere. She's completed her Red Seal diploma with a specialist high skills major in construction. She's an Ontario Scholar. She's completed the OEAP certificate. She's made honor roll. She's achieved her technical honors certificate and her math honors certificate. Lucas Tilley. Lucas is happy to be graduating today and receiving his diploma, and he has achieved his technical certificate. She leaves with fond memories of all the people she has met along the way, and she has made it wonderful. Alexander Taylor. This fall, Alex plans to attend Red River College to study to become an industrial welder or millwright and eventually obtain his Red Seal and run his own business. He is proud of representing DHS, competing in the Skills Canada Ontario qualifier and Federated for welding. He leaves with fond memories of playing football with the guys. He'd like to thank Mr. David Darling and grad3of4 for teaching me welding and manufacturing, and to Mr. Zogans for letting me be part of the football team even when I was not able to play. He's achieved his Red Seal diploma with a specialist high skills major in manufacturing. He's an Ontario Scholar. He's made honor roll, his OEAP certificate. He's receiving the Basic Machining Limited bursary, the Canadian Office and Professional Employees Union bursary, the Dryden Regional Health Centre employee bursary, Dryden Fibers Canada Trades Bursary, the KPDSB Skill Trades Bursary. He's achieved his technical honor certificate and his math distinction certificate. Macy Vincent. Macy is very excited to be traveling to Casse, France for a Rotary exchange this year. She hopes to one day be a French teacher and to travel the world. She'd like to thank her mom and her best friends Layla and Karen for helping get her where she is today. And a shout out to Mrs. Karen for the work you put in to ensure your students are successful. She's an Ontario Scholar. She has made honor roll. She's got her OEAP certificate, her math distinction certificate, and her First Nations Métis Inuit education certificate. Emily Mania-Lego. Emily said this fall she'll be returning to DHS to continue her studies and that her teachers ain't free of her yet. Her long-term plans are to become a teacher and help students the same way some of her best teachers have helped her here. She'd like to make a shout out to her mom, and her greatest honor will always be the quote that she's too much like her. And to her dad, thank you for being her rock, unmoving and unwavering, and teaching her what a good man is. And to Caitlin and Kat, you taught me to be unapologetically me. Thank you. She's achieved her Red Seal diploma and specialist high skills major in health and wellness, her OEAP certificate, and her art honors certificate. And I already bought some of her art, so she's another one of our students who you might want to get whatever it is. Malcolm Walsh. This fall, Malcolm will be heading to Lakehead University to study economics. He says his favorite memories of high school are going on the outdoor ed canoe trip, and he would like to give a shout out to his dad, wrestling coach, and teacher, Mr. Walsh. He's an Ontario Scholar. He's made honor roll. primary teacher bargaining unit bursary, and he's achieved his technical honors certificate. Emerson Webb comes up. This fall, Emerson is heading to the University of Guelph to pursue a Bachelor of Science in Animal Biology, working towards practicing veterinary medicine. She is receiving an Academic Achievement Award from the university for $3,000. She'd like to thank Mrs. Karen and Mr. Walsh for their support and encouragement, and the staff at Hillcrest Animal Clinic for giving her the opportunity to learn and continue to be part of their team. She has achieved her Red Seal Diploma with a Special Science Skills major in Health and Wellness. She's an Ontario Scholar. She has made an honor roll. She is receiving the Dryden Horticultural Society Means Premier Memorial Bursary, the BCJS Community Bursary, the Experimental Lakes Area Bursary. She's completed her Science Honor Certificate and her Math Distinction Certificate. Lila Webb comes up. This fall, Lila will also be heading to the University of Guelph to study biomedical science with the long-term goal of going into medicine. She is also receiving an Academic Achievement Award from the University of Guelph for $3,000. She would like to thank Mrs. Karen for always making her want to try harder, holding her to higher standards, and being someone who is always kind and approachable, and Mr. Walsh for making chemistry class the one she always looked forward to. She's achieved her Red Seal Diploma with a Specialist High Skills major in Health and Wellness. She's an Ontario Scholar. She's made an honor roll. She's receiving the BCJS Community Bursary, the Dryden Regional Health Centre Board of Directors Scholarship. She's achieved her Science Honor Certificate and her Math Distinction Certificate. Layla Rears. Layla says this fall she's heading to Lakehead University to pursue her Bachelor of Science in Nursing. The long-term goal is to return to Dryden and work as a nurse practitioner specializing in women's health. She would like to thank Ms. Karen and Ms. Rock for building her confidence and preparing her for university, and to Mr. McKenzie and Ms. Hashizaki for supporting her through her high school experience and making it more fun. She's achieved her Red Seal Diploma with a Specialist High Skills major in Health and Wellness. She's an Ontario Scholar. She's made an honor roll. She's received the Dryden Lions Club Service Bursary, the Dryden Regional Health Centre Employee Bursary, the Dryden Trillium Lions Club Award. She's completed her Math Honor Certificate and her French Immersion Certificate. River Bellanian. River is happy to graduate today and looks forward to traveling a lot and living his life to the fullest. He's proud of being named captain of the volleyball team and the MVP. And he'd like to make a shout out to Mr. Mitchell for always being someone you can talk to. She wants to thank her parents for all of their love and support and encouragement and believing in her when she doubted herself, and this achievement is just as much yours as it is mine. She would like to recognize how leaving hockey was a difficult thing to do, but it was critical to her mental health and growth and confidence, and she was able to focus on becoming better for herself, knowing how much potential she has. Alexander Williams. Alexander says he is proud of making the football team, which gave him a place of belonging during a hard time. I learned to be part of the team. Thank you, Mr. Zilkins and the entire football team. His long-term goal is to help other autistic children like himself and foster a community to be safe and inspired in. Thank you to Ms. Karen for getting me through the hardest math classes, and Ms. Luak for giving me the Arc of Sight series, Mr. Mitchell, Mrs. Baczynski, and the entire resource family. And finally, thank you to my family. Alex is an Ontario Scholar. He has made an honor roll. He's completed his OER certificate. He's receiving the Dryden Regional Health Centre Board of Directors Scholarship, and he's completed his Science Honors Certificate. Kelly Wolf. Kelly is happy to be graduating today. He's proud of completing his 40 volunteer hours. He would like to thank his family for all of their support and for helping him get his volunteer hours completed. He has achieved his OER certificate. Kira Wright. Kira is happy to be graduating today. She says she will be returning to DHS next fall to continue her studies. Her long-term goals are to become a physiotherapist. She says her favorite memories are all of the hockey and soccer tournaments. She'd like to make a shout out to Katie Sade for always being a real one. She has a Red Seal Diploma with a Specialist High Skills major in Health and Wellness. She's an Ontario Scholar and has made an honor roll. She's receiving the Dryden Girls Hockey Bursary, Vermilion Bay Lions Club Reserve Bursary, and the Science Honor Certificate. Before we move forward, we do have some graduates from last year who have been awarded a number of awards that I will read out. Sophie Michelle, she is last year's grad. She has received a WIAP certificate. She is receiving the Dragon District Agricultural Society Community Volunteer Award, the Dragon Girls Hockey Bursary, the Dragon Lions Club Service Bursary. The Dragon